Yesterday, a joyous event turned deadly. We have the story.
A crash in Austin ER left 1 dead and 5 injured.
This local business brought the community together with their cocoa during the Denton Cocoa Crawl.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Madeline McCrory.
And I'm Macy Terry. At least 1 killed and more than 30 injured, with the number still rising. In a shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade, 3 people have been detained, but the police have not identified or announced any charges. CNN's Mike Valero has the story.
Celebration turned into a tragedy. At least 20 people were shot when gunfire rang out at the end of the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory rally on Wednesday.
Everybody started jumping the rails and pushing everybody over. We got inside and we thought that, okay, it's calm now. And about that time, people started running again.
Paul Contreras and his daughter Alyssa were among the estimated 1 million revelers gathered at the rally.
It all happened so fast. Everybody was kind of dispersing and going back to their cars. Probably a minute or so later, and you just hear pop, 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 pop.
As the chaos and confusion began to erupt around them, Contreras heard people shouting for help as a man ran by them.
He got close to me. I got the right angle on him, and I hit him from behind. And when I hit him from behind, I either jarred the gun out of his hand or out of his sleeve, because as I'm taking him down to the ground, I see the gun on the ground.
It's unclear if that man was one of the 3 people detained by police. Guns were found at the scene, but many questions remain unanswered.
We do not have a motive, but we are asking those who may potentially have any kind of information, a witness, or video to contact police.
This investigation is still underway as we try to put an end to this joyous event that turned tragic.
I don't know about you, but I love how the weather is warming up today.
It's great. It's almost like it's springtime. Let's go to Isabel Mays with our first look at weather.
And mostly cloudy skies.
We're sorry for those technical difficulties. An investigation into a car crash into an East Austin ER on Tuesday is ongoing.
Units responded from across the city of Austin and the surrounding areas. On arrival, we discovered 5 patients on the scene. Of those 5 patients, 1 individual was pronounced deceased on the scene of the incident after being extricated from the vehicle by the Austin Fire Department.
The driver has been identified as 57-year-old Michelle Holloway. Police say it does not appear to have been intentional or to have been due to a medical episode. When the car crashed into the lobby, it was in drive. 3 hospital team members stopped the car and tried to save the driver. The building only suffered minor damage. The hospital had to close their ER Tuesday night to ambulances and only accepted walk-ins. The hospital has reopened the ER as of yesterday.
With the election coming up, college students are trying to get registered, but there's been some confusion regarding how to get registered for your chosen party. Our lifestyle reporter, Taryn Mosley, has the story.
Thanks, Macy. Denton County will only have precinct-specific polling locations during March primary because local parties did not agree to a joint election. Instead, the Republican and Democratic parties will both hold their own primary election this March. This means that your voting day location will now be based on your precinct. Voters will have to register with their party and then go to their party's specific polling location on Election Day. Denton County has not yet released the Election Day polling location map, but you can find your precinct on the votedenton.gov website. Delia Parka Mims, the chair of the Denton County Democratic Party, asks, how many young voters wait until the last minute to vote, then do not know where, because on Election Day they need to look up their precincts? Denying Denton County residents the opportunity to vote on Election Day like every other county contiguous to Denton County is certainly a way to suppress young voters and turn them away. Initiating young voters can reduce the cost of elections, lessen voter confusion over where to vote on Election Day, and make voting more flexible, states Mike Yeager, a Denton County resident and a co-leader of Denton Vote Group. Students looking to participate in the primary elections on May 5th will have to double-check their voting plan, as the easily accessible Gateway Center will not be an option. Gateway will be open during early voting, but not on Election Day. Whether you are planning to vote in the primary election or just during November, I highly encourage all eligible voters to remain informed on the candidates, issues, and their voting plan. That's all I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Taryn. Next, we will be introducing everything you need to know about the Center of Belonging and Engagement.
Ever heard of a cocoa crawl? We have the story later.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
What's wrong? Are you stuck in your paper?
Pretty much. I haven't written anything in like an hour.
Why don't you check out the Writing Center at UNT?
Well, how do I meet up with them?
All you have to do to make an appointment is visit the Writing Center's website and either call the number or email writingcenter@unt.edu. The appointment is 30 minutes long, and the trained tutors will be able to help with brainstorming, correcting grammar, ensuring clarity, and a wide range of services. They also do walk-in appointments.
That sounds awesome. I'm gonna check them out.
So, when's this paper due?
30 minutes.
For more information, visit the UNT Writing Center's website.
Yeah, it's 6 pages.
I got to go to the newly opened Center for Belonging and Engagement in the Union to learn about what they're doing. Here's the story.
UNT created the Center for Belonging and Engagement in December 2023 after the passage of Senate Bill 17. It officially opened at the beginning of the semester. Senate Bill 17 banned diversity, equity, and inclusion offices, employees, third-party agencies, and some related activities at public universities in Texas. This bill became effective on January 1st this year. With the Center for Belonging and Engagement, UNT is complying with the law while still supporting UNT students.
The Center for Belonging and Engagement strives to help all identities and all of our students feel appreciated and supported at the university.
The center is aiming at engaging students on campus to help develop a sense of belonging at UNT.
Students are able to meet new friends, be in there, a place to vibe, a place to go, especially like if you're craving to meet new people and get more involved with UNT.
Students go to the center for many reasons.
If I ever wanted to grab a book about something, stay educated, stay researched, there is a lot of books here. There's a lot of people here as well, so I can always socialize, talk to all of those that are our advisors, and I think that's really helpful.
Find the Center for Belonging and Engagement on the 3rd floor of the Union, room 335, to get support, study, or just hang out. Reporting for ntTV, I'm Madeline McCrory.
Thanks for the update, Madeline. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit of a nerd. So I'm excited about what Jimmy has to tell us. Jimmy?
Thanks, guys. Big news for all you true believers out there. Marvel Comics' first family is returning to the silver screen. That's right, the Fantastic Four is headed back to the movies. Speculation about the movie, ranging from the cast to the setting and plot, can mostly be laid to rest as Marvel revealed on Valentine's Day the official cast for the team. Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, will be played by Pedro Pascal, no stranger working with Disney as he's been playing the titular Mandalorian in Disney Plus's exclusive series, The Mandalorian. Vanessa Kirby, who's appeared in the past few Mission Impossible movies, will be playing Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. Joseph Quinn, who played Eddie on Season 4 of Stranger Things, will be playing her hot-headed younger brother, Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. And FX's the Bear star, Ebon Moss-Baccarat, will be playing everyone's favorite ever-loving blue-eyed thing, Ben Grimm. Previous adaptations of the Fantastic Four include 2 movies from the mid-2000s featuring Fantastic Four rogues, Doctor Doom, Galactus, and the Silver Surfer, and a full reboot from 2015 that failed to meet the expectations of critics and audiences, bombing at the box office. The movie can be expected in July of next year, dropping alongside the much-anticipated James Gunn's Superman Legacy. That's all for me. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, James. Walking in today, it looked like the sun was just about to come out.
Absolutely, and I really hope it does. There's nothing better than sunshine. So, Isabel, will we be seeing more sunshine soon?
Thanks, guys. So it is going to take a couple days, but we are eventually going to see the sun peek through those clouds. As we take a look around North Texas today, Bowie is going to be dropping pretty low to 61 degrees, but around Denton, Decatur, and Sherman, it's going to be 63 degrees. And then as we move on over to Stevensville, it's going to be increasing up to 68. If we take a look at the rest of Texas, in Denton, like I said, 63 degrees. But as you walk up to Amarillo, it's going to be 48 degrees, so pretty chilly up there. And then as we move on over to Houston, 70 degrees. So you may want to bring your sunscreen out for that day. And as we take a look at our 7-day forecast, we're not expected to have too much rain this week, 7% chance of rain on Friday and on Tuesday. But on Friday, it is going to be pretty cloudy outside with a high of 68 and a low of 32. Saturday, we're finally going to start to see the sun peek out behind those clouds with a high of 49 and a low of 29, so maybe bring your jacket that day. And then as we move on over to Monday and Tuesday, the sun's finally going to come completely out, and it's going to be nice and warm with a high of 68 degrees and a low of 44 on Monday. And then on Tuesday, a high of 74 and a low of 55. And as we come back Wednesday and Thursday, those clouds are going to reappear. That's all I have for y'all right now. Back to you at the desk.
In October of 2019, a tornado tore off the roof of Dallas Fire Rescue Station 41. Today, the station is finally set to be reopened and rededicated. The tornado caused around $1.5 billion in damages, making it the costliest storm to affect North Texas. Since the storm, it has taken the station more than 4 years to reopen. The firefighters from Station 41 were initially reassigned until the permanent replacement could be completed. The ceremony was set to happen earlier this morning, officially reopening Station 41.
Have you been keeping up with our men's basketball team?
Yes, I heard they've been doing amazing. Later, we'll check in with our sports anchor to see the latest news.
Willis Library, located at the University of North Texas. It has computers, printers, and the building is open 24/7. By going online, you can book up to an hour of reserved space in one of the many private study rooms. Many of them are equipped with whiteboards, a table, and a TV to hook up to your computer. Textbooks can be checked out for free with a student ID. They also have many of these in ebook forms. This is still a library, so always remember to be quiet and respectful of other surroundings, especially in certain places where talking is not allowed. For example, the 3rd and 4th floor are completely quiet. As you can see, Willis Library has many options for students, with it offering many media sources and staying open all the time.
Hey Alex, this guy on the internet says he wants to give me money.
That sounds suspicious.
What do you mean?
Typically, strangers who promise you money on the internet have their own best interest in mind. They often use bounced checks, which will disappear shortly after depositing, but not before they've asked for some money in return.
So he doesn't really want to spoil me?
No.
Well, then what should I do?
The best way to handle it is to block and report the suspicious message, or even consult local law enforcement if you've already fallen victim.
So I guess we aren't going to Key West for spring break.
No.
There's no harm in wanting to have fun while in college, but it's easy to lose track of how much you've had. Apps like Drink Control and Alkadroid can help keep track of your consumption and blood alcohol levels. If you or someone else does drink too much, the signs of alcohol poisoning are as follows: pale skin, vomiting, confusion, low body temperatures, irregular breathing, blacking out, and it's hard to wake up or cannot be woken up.
Dude, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Wake up.
It's an exciting time of year, but it's important to be responsible. If you suspect someone is suffering from alcohol poisoning, get help immediately. You will not get in trouble for seeking help if you are underage. For more info and resources, go to UNT's Division of Student Affairs.
Weather this past weekend really had me craving a cup of hot cocoa. Just me?
I totally agree. You know, I heard that you were handing out free cups of cocoa in the square last weekend. Our segment anchor, Kaylee Bonilla, went to the event. Let's see what she has for us. Kaylee?
Denton Foundation and Denton Meet.
Thanks, guys. Everyone knows that the downtown Denton Square is the place to be for many shopping events and opportunities. I was able to go to the second annual Cocoa Crawl over the weekend in the square and see how one business in particular participated in the event.
10th, the Downtown Denton Foundation and Denton Main Street Association partnered with over 20 businesses for the second annual Cocoa Crawl. The Cocoa Crawl brings exposure to businesses on the square by having establishments create their own special cup of cocoa. One establishment in particular was D20 Tavern, a business that specializes in board games and craft beers. The tavern opened in 2022 and gives patrons access to over 400 board games for as little as $5. Co-owner Mark Michnovitz told me what he thinks this crawl does for the community.
I think it's very positive. I think, it entices people to come. You get free cocoa, which is nice. And then, you get to see how walkable it is and like stroll around a little bit and see kind of the variety of shops. And it's not just, boutiques or this, it's like everything.
Michnovitz's cup of cocoa was named Dragon's Kiss.
So ours, we have it's a cocoa base with cayenne pepper and then some cinnamon and then like vanilla added to that. There's a little bit of salt in there too, so that kind of helps bring out some of the other flavors. And then we top it off with a heart-shaped marshmallow because it is February.
Events like this are able to connect citizens and small businesses in the community in many ways that may not happen normally.
Hopefully, people will come in and see the space and be like, oh, this is, next time we're going to go out with our friends, like this will be the spot that we need to come to.
So whether you're a hot cocoa connoisseur or looking to explore what Denton has to offer, there is something for everyone.
In events like this one, you can find more information on www.downtowndenton.org. That's all I have for Positively North Texas this week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kaylee. Macy, did you know my two favorite things are hot chocolate and basketball?
I did not, Madeline. In that case, you will be excited to hear what our sports anchor Seth Wickman has to say. Seth?
Thanks, guys. Coming up for sports, we'll be taking a look at tonight's matchup between UNT and Memphis, and later, we'll see if the Dallas Stars continue their dominance against the Nashville Predators in tonight's game. Stick around.
I'm not okay. I didn't know UNT had counseling services. Maybe I should check it out. This looks like the place.
Good evening, my name is Amanda Hasbell and I'm joining you here today in the Union parking garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my god, this girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my god.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
So a man's been walking in the desert for days at a time. He finally comes across a bar and orders a Coke.
That's not funny.
Eh?
The Mean Green men's basketball will be facing off against the Memphis Tigers tonight at home. The Mean Green are 7th in the American Athletic Conference, while the Tigers are 6th. So the Mean Green will be fighting for a win tonight to move up the ranks. UNT is coming off a heartbreaking loss at SMU, with Jason Edwards leading the team, scoring 18 points. And the Tigers are coming off a favorable win over Tulane, with David Jones leading the team, scoring 23. Show out for tonight's game at 7 o'clock to show your support for the team. And if you aren't watching this game, you are most likely a Stars fan. The Dallas Stars are taking on the Nashville Predators in Nashville tonight at 7 o'clock. The Stars are having an excellent season so far, standing at the top of the Central Division after Tuesday's win over the Carolina Hurricanes. They will be looking to continue this trend tonight. The Predators are 5th in the Central Division and are coming off a loss to the New Jersey Devils. That's all I have for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Steph. I might have to check out the basketball game tonight.
Yeah, I might have to join you. Thanks for watching ntTV News at noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 here on North Texas Television.